What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. We are here with another seasonal championship. This time a modern muscle championship. It's called the Best of Us. And we have to use a modern muscle car in the A class, and it has to be from the USA. Which I believe most of them are anyway, but whatever. And I have chosen something very classic for this modern muscle. Namely the Ford Mustang. I've chosen the 2018 one. It's a facelift of a 2015 one, I believe. It's not really much different, really, from the car as well. I think it has a little bit of upgrades. Yeah, I mean, it's not a pure facelift. It's not just a different design. I think it has a bit of an upgraded engine, a bit of an upgraded transmission. But generally, it's basically the same car. It's not a complete rework of the 2015 one. And of course it was restyled a little bit. It looks a little bit more aggressive. So, but of course it's still very much in line with Mustang heritage, and I thought, hey, let's pick something very, very classic here. Let's just quickly take a picture, because why not? It's always nice to get another picture there. This guy was starting rather slowly, eh? And there is another picture we can take later on. We're up to 800 pictures now, which is kind of a lot. Let's just quickly take that. That was a lot of them, actually. We haven't done modern muscle races in a while, I guess. And you can pretty much choose a line here that just gets you past everyone, because the AI is horrible through that sequence of corners. And now we can just bring it home. You can go full throttle through here, cut that checkpoint. Just being aware of the traffic here a little bit. Minor wreckage. Wary of the traffic again, but that's on the other side of the road in this case, so that doesn't really matter for us. We're a little late on the brakes here, but you have quite the bull of a car, so whatever, right? We need to be careful for this. You can take a wider line, it's not that bad, but you still need to get properly out of this corner to get good acceleration into the sequence. And go right here, things even out again, because we need to brake down. Now we try to split them here, that worked. Happens rarely enough that you get the opportunity to do so. We are not really clean right here in this race. I'll have to work on that a little bit. I mean, I still very much expect a victory, but still, we want to be a little bit cleaner in the next race, I would presume. Or I would assume that's the correct word for that. So, going wide into that. The racing line leads us on a tight note into it, but it really doesn't matter a whole lot, because we don't need to brake either way. We will probably have to brake into this one, especially with the traffic messing up the line a little bit. Here it's not that bad to get off the road a little bit, because you just go in the sand and you can still floor it and get out. Car is stable even on the sand here, so it's not that big of a deal. Still a very comfortable victory in race number 1. And we got 4 more pictures, so that's cool, isn't it? Hey, that gets us to the second race. Sweet. El Lago Blanco. El Lago is a lake, the white lake. El Lago Blanco. The white lake. That's what I think that's what it means, right? Some decent rims on that one. I left the design relatively unspectacular. There have been a lot more spectacular ones, but I thought if we want to go classic here with a Mustang, go kind of heritage and just putting racing stripes on there, or rally stripes, it's pretty much what we want, right? And yes, we have a little bit of a stripe to the side, just be a little special, you know. But yeah, generally speaking, why is he starting so slow? It's a muscle car, it's not supposed to start that slow. But modern muscle cars are a lot more drivable than their counterparts. Although that counts for basically all the cars. They're so much more stable these days and they're so much easier to drive. Like if I compare, let's say, the 1990s 3 Series with a rear-wheel drive to a modern one, it's night and day. Modern cars so much easier to drive. So much less attention that you have to pay because the car is just so stable. And here we need to brake early. If you brake late here, you're done. The AI does that, tends to do that. Yep, there we go off the road. You have to be careful when you're in the mix and you're fighting. It's tempting to brake late into that corner to get overtakes, but then you're just flying off the road. So in that corner it's actually advised to brake early, let the AI fly off the road, and then you can make the overtakes. It's one of the best chances for that. The only dangerous part is if you've just taken the lead, it's not unlikely that someone rams you and takes you with them off the road. So that can happen. Brake tabs here. This is a lot cleaner than race number 1. I very much enjoy that. There we go. Initiate a little bit of the drift. The thing is, you can drift this car, but it's still very stable. And I like that. 60% remaining. That should be 60 points relatively easily, I would assume. That being said, it's always possible to miss a checkpoint and just completely blow it. Always. You're never safe from that. There we go. Oh, this is going so much smoother than last week. Last week was terrible. But last week I was also like basically falling asleep already while I was playing. More or less was just trying to keep my eyes open. And while I'm still sorta tired this week, it's a lot better. A lot. Where's race number 3 though? It's not exactly where we finished. Alright, here we go. Costa Rocosa. You have been disconnected. I don't know why that keeps happening. I even have a LAN connection now. I have no idea. I don't really have connection, like actual connection drops right now, but whatever. So, race number 3, working towards the 60 points. Which is exactly what we want, deserve, crave and need, all at once. Where's the slow starter? Well, one was right next to us. And I'm confident we can overtake the other ones relatively quickly if we just position ourselves on the inside here. 1, 2... Split that somehow. Bit of a drift, cutting that checkpoint. That's another overtake. God, that's an ugly car, man. What's with that wood? I mean, I'm the last one to complain about some good wood, but what's going on there? Alright, hard left, going through that checkpoint. And it's basically race over, usually, if nothing outstanding happens. Like missing a checkpoint, completely flying off the road or whatever. Because these things happen every now and then, as rare as they are. Uh-oh. Or just missing the traffic. I was considering just going straight into it. The thing is, you only have so much time to think about things. It's not like you can just pause the game and consider your options. So you just have to make a decision. And with each bit of a second that's passing, you have less options. So. That's 39% remaining. There's some more traffic, but not really anything that worries me. There's a bridge coming, so try to make sure you're not falling down. That could ruin the race. When I say could, I mean it will ruin your race. Braking relatively hard into that one. Where are we finishing? Oh, to the right. Haven't we been here today already? I think we have. You know, the car is made pretty well, but the checkpoint resolution is so bad, or the quality of the particles. I guess that's when you can tell the PC is 10 years old, eh? There we go. Finished first, 60 points, there we go. That's exactly what we need, correct? Dodge Magnum. Cool. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, farewell.